like it's weird. Policing in Ireland is very, very different to the States. As much as your mission is the same, obviously, same objective, right? Ireland is about 20 years behind law enforcement in America. We
Oh,
don't,
really?
yeah, we don't even carry taser guns. Like it's ridiculous.
Oh,
Now they're talking about arming our police officers now because our borders, they have basically opened them up to every nationality you can imagine. So our country now is where we would have low crime. Our country now is off the charts with rapes, murders, you name it. Now it's getting out of hand, and our police, they're overstretched. People are leaving the police force, so now they're talking about arming our police officers. So that'll be interesting to see, considering I know a Garda inspector over there that has been trying to get tasers in for the last 5 years. So
really?
yeah. So it's gonna be interesting to see how it all pans out, and what route it's gonna take. I know Irish police have an amazing rapport with the American officers. I know plenty of the chiefs of police from the International Chiefs of Police Association, who is always over in Ireland. And so they do work close with them, but we could do with your help when it comes to training and everything else, I think, because we're not equipped for it.
That's crazy to me. I
Yeah.
mean, you guys have like, the NRA and or not the NRA, IRA. That's what they got the NRA. Like you guys got the NRA, no, IRA and all, I mean, there's some violence that happens over there that
There is, but that's like since that was 996, the peace process came into effect. And so that was a huge thing for us. So the IRA basically had to take a back seat. But now, because of all of what's happening in our country, there is a rise within the Irish republics. The people, the patriots, are rising,
yeah.
and with that, I think I just seen a TikTok video the other day where I seen that the dissident Republicans were starting to march again, and I'm just like, whoa, stuff is about to get real in Ireland. So
Really?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I because I would just think because of the IRA issues that happened in the 90s
Hmm.
that would have been the catalyst to get the police armed and properly
Yeah,
equipped.
when you see, this was the thing with Southern Ireland. As much as we are a tiny island, and we are like, if you could imagine, we're probably not even the size of one of your states. So like we're about 6 hours top to bottom, maybe seven, and 3 hours east to west. So Northern Ireland, from where I live, because I live right in the center of the country, in Dublin's right on the outskirts, but on the center, right? Like Northern Ireland's only 2 hours from me. That's all. But
Okay.
it never, like in the 80s, what was happening with the IRA and the UDA and all that kind of stuff, it would filter. There'd be tit for tat bombings, so it would be like, someone would do something in the UK, then they would come and they'd do it down south in Ireland. And then over time, over a period of time, it started to escalate all up to Northern Ireland. So it never kind of came across the border down into Southern Ireland. All of the troubles was predominantly up in Northern Ireland. Um,
Okay.
yeah, and the IRA, in a way, like when you think of it now, when you look at other bombers and stuff, the IRA always would call and give a warning to get people out. And they would use a specific code word. So there was always that. You had a half an hour, I think it was around about half an hour to get people out of that area. And that's how it worked. But we hadn't had anything. I think the last time we had something, I want to say I was working in the city in Dublin, and I think it was around 89, maybe, yeah, around 89 when we were evacuated. That was the last time. So when the peace process came in 96, and it's all just gone away. So it's
So
crazy.
you had family that were police officers during this time?
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Holy
one,
cow.
one, yeah. But
Oh
as
my.
I said, down south, you wouldn't experience what they experience. Excuse me, up the north.
Okay.
So it was very different. The PN, I always get. I'm terrible with these letters. PNSI, the police force up in Northern Ireland. They're armed, So, but they work close with the Gardaí.
I would call them penis.
Ah. Well, I could easily say that, but I didn't.
Yeah, I say it for you.
I was being. But
Oh
it's
my.
funny, like since Brexit happened with the UK, they were talking about putting the border back up in Northern Ireland, and that is problematic in itself. As soon as that came about, the IRA was stirring, and so is the UDA and the Northern Ireland police. Their cars were being petrol bombed and everything. You know, people did not want that hard border going back up and that divide between the countries. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens because our government is pushing for a united Ireland now, and again, that that could be a whole lot. You know, you're opening another can of worms right there. So, Lord knows what's going to happen in the future.
Huh. Well, if they need any training, I'll go over there and be a trainer. That would be
Right?
fun. Yeah, that would be great. I've always wanted to go to Ireland. That'd be a fun time.
Do
I
you want
just
to
want
know
to
a
go.
fun fact about law enforcement in Ireland? This will tell you now. Now, I don't know whether it's changed. This is probably about 2 years ago.